Hello property lovers, welcome to Property Focus, your window into the world of architecture, building, construction and real estate. Today we unveil the groundbreaking of an exciting project by Nyumbani Concepts. They've proved themselves by delivering their contractual obligations to their clients on numerous occasions, and they intend to do the same with this new model of delivery. A stakeholder regulated apartment model is what they're calling it. Stay around to learn more about it. Now, we have U-Design Emma Milo, who will tell us about the implementation of this model, while Advocate Bengi will tell us about its framework. Last but not least, Nyumbani Heights Open Day. By the way, if you haven't already visited Nyumbani Heights on Facebook or their website, stay tuned for more on this. Welcome to your front seat of awesomeness. I'm your host, Peter Ngigi, and glad you could join us. Now, to kick things off, we've got the very first lady to attain the position of a first-class honors in Kenya, in a Kenyan university. And not only that, she went on further to become the very first female president of the Architectural Association of Kenya. Joined with me, ladies and gentlemen, we've got Emma Milo, architect of this particular project and the model that we want to talk about. Welcome to Property Focus, Emma.
Thank you.
Good, good. Tell us about yourself.
I'm very happy to be back here. It's been a couple of years since I stepped down from being president of Architectural Association. So yes. Enjoying the ride and retirement, working on my projects, writing books, giving back to community.
Yes, the book. Tell us about that.
The book, well, we wrote, co-author a book with Robin Emerson. It's called Building in Kenya. It's a step-by-step guide for anyone who wants to do mjengo. Yes. Whether you're doing a small house, big-scale project, corporate, family.
Yes. For all stakeholders.
For all stakeholders,
Yes.
yeah? It's just really about giving back and ensuring that we have an informed population. Because if you have an informed population, then we have better buildings.
So what are you working on right now?
Right now, an exciting project that's being groundbroken, and it's called Nyumbani Heights.
Okay.
Affordable housing.
Yes.
Very big on affordable housing, very close to my heart in terms of ensuring that housing, which is in the Constitution, enshrined in the Constitution as a basic right, is there for everybody. Housing is not a good and dignified housing. It's not a preview of people only of a certain class. So I'm really happy to be able to be part of this project. About 200 units of 1 bedroom and 2 bedrooms.
Okay.
In Kikuyu. And it's really exciting to be able to do a project like this that will also touch lives. Amazing.
You're going to hear about that very soon. Emma, 8 blocks. How do you ensure that the whole thing is, comes to fruition?
Yeah, it's all about teamwork, One thing that I never knew as I was studying as an architect, that architecture is not only about drawing. It's a lot more about coordinating teams, a lot about providing leadership. As an architect, you're a lead consultant. So really working with the entire team. You cannot do it alone. You need the client. You need to be on the same page with the client. You need all your consultants, the structural engineer, the civil engineer, the services engineer, the contractor. You just have to have open lines of communication and ensuring you're working together, but that your drawings and all the details are up to scratch even before you get to ground. So they say everything is 80% preparation and 20% execution. So it's all about the planning.
Indeed, all about the planning. So what's different about this project?
Well, it's about giving value for money. I think that's the thing that stands out, that affordable housing doesn't have to be, looking a bit affordable. Yes. That you can give people housing that looks good. It's about also ensuring that you have an ecosystem that works in terms of places for children to play, yes. Green spaces, yes. and allowing also lounge areas like what we have here, but on the rooftops. It's just seeing that people live in communities. And I think if there's anything that COVID has shown us is that you need to live all aspects of your life really matter. Being able to socialize with people, knowing your neighbors. So it's really about building a community. Yeah. And the name of the developer, Nyumbani, really just encompasses the spirit of this development.
Meaning home.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. So what was challenging about this whole project? What is the most challenging thing for you?
I think it's also the whole setup. It's a larger scale project, so ensuring that the numbers work. I think that's the thing that's going to be, the cost is so fundamental. So that all along through the life cycle of the project is going to be, because by being affordable housing, it means the margins really matter in terms of they're minimal. So everything in terms of speccing and ensuring that we're within certain margins will be not only now when we're launching, but throughout the life cycle of project would be something that we have to just keep our eyes on.
Special considerations for this project? Any?
Yeah, like I said before, ensuring that it's an ecosystem, so a bit of commercial, ensuring the little green spaces, that it's not a massive, as much as it's a 200-unit project, but we've put them in little courts so that there's a little, villages, as it were, where people can know each other, know their neighbors, and not be overwhelmed by the large nature of the project.
What do you advise any developer who wants to build something similar to this?
I think go for it, but be equipped. I mean, development is not cheap. It's not for the faint-hearted.
Yes.
So being equipped, understanding your target audience, doing your market analysis, doing your financial analysis. You just don't go into it because, so-and-so has done it and I can do it.
Yes.
Like, get your facts right and read a book, get an online course like Building in Kenya. Make sure you have the information because it's not a small feat.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you for coming on to the show.
Thank you for having me as always. Yeah, always a pleasure to be here.
Glad to have had you.
Thank you, Peter.
And there you have it from Emma. 80% preparation, 20% implementation, and get yourself a course on building here in Kenya. Stay tuned. We've got our commercial break. Stay tuned. And welcome back, and thank you for staying with us. Now, one of Kenya's premier class drivers, Eric Bengi, is a top lawyer who has successfully handled finances as a custodian for many numerous developments. Now, he's going to tell us about a stakeholder regulated apartment model right here on the show. Welcome.
Well, on Monday to Friday, I'm a lawyer. I practice and work at BMA Associates. I'm the senior partner there. We specialize in real estate and conveyancing transactions. And you'll see us in a lot of development projects.
Yes.
We came up with a model of off-plan sales where we offer financial custodial services just to instill discipline in the market. Over the weekends, I'm somebody different. A little bit of motorsports, a little bit of entertainment, and enjoy life.
Interesting, very interesting. Let's talk about the Monday to Friday, this stakeholder regulated model. Tell us about that. How does it work?
Now, going back about 8 to 10 years ago, when the off-plan model was really rife in the market, we realized there was a bit of a gap because many of the upcoming developers did not have much experience, and looking at a financing model, they got into a lot of problems with the completion of the project. And we realized that we can plug in something better to take care of the customer needs. And what we do is that we start off the projects from a point of discipline. One, we need to ensure that the monies are channeled to the right purpose. And the right purpose is actually the development. Then we also look at, has this developer acquired the property? Is he in a JV? Is he in the process of acquiring the property? And we look at all the financials and see how to apportion. So that's how we come in. And depending on at which stage of property acquisition the developer is at. We plan out on the utilization of the monies. We encourage them to get into a threshold sales point before they even start the development, so that you dedicate monies to the right purposes. So the first purpose is property acquisition. If you end up fighting with the property owner, and on the other side you are fighting with the end purchasers, and the developer has nothing to put on the table, then there's a big problem. So we discipline our developers to first acquire the property, then focus on the development. Once they have acquired the property and we come to the development, again, we push them to channel the monies for the construction, because that is the product they need to deliver to the customers. So by the time the customer has fully paid the purchase price, you actually need to be at a level of completion of the project. And that's how it works. We manage it on, we manage the financial side for them as they concentrate on the marketing and the development.
Very interesting. Now, people are wondering, is this your first time to do this? Is this something that you've done for some time? And are there any other projects that you've done that this has worked for?
We have actually practiced this model for the last 10 years very, very successfully. If I may just mention a few. Sunny Height Kileleshwa, it's on Hamisi Road. Very successful project. We did and completed that, I think, about 2017. Southern Glades, again in Kileleshwa. We did the same thing, very, very successful. Mlolongo Village in Syokimau. We did almost 1,000 plots there. Very successfully done. Paid off the financiers for that project. There was a bank involved, and everybody went home happy.
So the bank contracted you to carry out the financial collection, the finances?
Yes. Going to Langata Game Park Estate, it's a beautiful, beautiful estate across the bypass.
Yes.
We were again appointed by a bank to manage the financial collection for them. They had advanced a huge loan, almost $1 billion. And we managed to collect that very successfully and also deliver some change to the developer. So it is a model, if well managed, works out very, very well.
Fantastic. Give us your parting shots.
The legal fraternity is at the center spot of financial discipline and legal discipline in this market. There's a lot that we can offer to this market. I know for some off-plan developments they have been abused, but if as a fraternity and as the lawyers involved in these projects, we can instill discipline to the developers and to the customers as well, it is something that we can really uplift and make housing very, very affordable.
Well, Eric, I know you're used to this in the sports room, but next rally, what position do you expect to be?
The next WRC, I actually want to get to the top 10.
Fantastic. Brilliant. There you have it from Eric Bengi, not only an aggressive lawyer, but also he promises to be top 10 in the next rally. You only had this on Property Focus. Stay tuned. Did you know that with the home biogas system you can produce up to 6 hours of cooking gas per day from animal waste and kitchen waste? Our biogas system is built to help you save money and live a smoke-free and healthier life. To learn more, call us at 0111 212 242 or visit our website at www.klot.co.ke. Nyumbani Heights is a prime development owned by Nyumbani Concepts Limited that is located on Muhiri Road, touching tarmac off Wayaki Way. It is composed of 6 blocks, 4 of which are 2-bedroom and 2 blocks which are 1-bedroom. The project promises to be a dream come true to the homeowner and a great asset to the investor. At just 2.75 million for a 57 square meter 1-bedroom and 3.75 million for a 2-bedroom, you too can be a homeowner today. Now, Nyumbani Concepts did a groundbreaking ceremony last week and it was truly an event that was spectacular. Now, here's more on the event.
This event is a culmination of enormous collective efforts by numerous stakeholders, advised by the need to offer the citizenry a profound yet affordable solution in the real estate, keenly considering the elements of location, accessibility, pricing, and the ease with which they acquire the same. Over the years, acquisition of the real estate was a preserve of the few due to the stringent challenges and conditions to fulfill before accessing the same. At Nyumbani Concepts, we have keenly assessed the challenges the market has been facing, and we pride ourselves as the first in this space to give our investors a secure and legally self-controlled model of off-plan housing where you as an investor or potential homeowner are guaranteed of the promised end product. The model entails inclusion of a consortium of professionals who work in consultation of the common good of delivering the project. The project enjoys an ardent cash management model that ensures high level of prudence through a structured money in, money out system, or what you'd call MIMO system, via BMA Associate, as you have heard. In line with Agenda 4 strategy by the government, Nyumbani Concepts has come to complement the same by ensuring that Kenyans of all kinds of life pride themselves to own a home. Our homes and Nyumbani Concepts comprises of a complex mix of affordability, location yet accessible solutions on the outskirts of the city. And as I would like to say, an apartment in Nairobi off Wayaki Way, an apartment that is on tarmac, and an apartment that is below 3 million. Hii ulisikia wapi? We consider all customers, including Kenyans who want to own their first home at a discounted price, investors who come to us looking for a worthwhile portfolio, and to this we guarantee a return on investment of 30 to 40% in the course of construction and at the end of construction. Our customers enjoy an opportunity where, if after acquisition of the unit and before the completion of the construction, the investor can offer the unit for sale, and the company is able to dispose the same for them at the current market rate.
Yeah, we reached a point where we're like, okay, we want to invest. We've invested before in off-plan. Of course, initially, my wife, me and one who's a bit more cautious. We had a one that who can sell but we were so happy that we did that some time back. And we're like, want to do more investments. And of course, my first thing is to just look at the plans. Like how the space, because you can have something very beautiful, but if those spaces are not arranged well, it is a frustrating lifestyle. So my first thing was actually, how are these plans? When I looked at the plans, I was like, okay, perfect, this is really good. Who's the architect? Of course, the next thing is to know, because I'm the one who's the cautious one. Okay, how is the money situation? And as you had the presentation from the finance and legal, we have to check that and see that it's a process that we can be comfortable with, because it's an off-plan situation. But as you had, you're doing off-plan, you get a better deal, and you can think better. So for me, that's a very important thing. How is the layout,
So, like my husband said, we are also big on investing. For us, we feel like you know, when you get something, it's always better to put it into a project than to keep it in the bank. So while we are keen, actually when we heard about this Nyumbani hands, we do always our due diligence, and we heard like Emma was the lead architect. I'm like, kazi ya Emma naijua, inaongeanga. You know, so I'm like, that one already gave me a lot of sense of security. And as we did our due diligence, we're like, okay, this is somewhere we really want to look at as a place where we can put something. And especially the fact that it's off-plan, it becomes a better investment because, of course, you know, as it moves along, it becomes a bit more expensive. So now it's like a golden opportunity.
Well, thank you, property lovers, for tuning in to yet another amazing episode. Remember, if you want to reach out to us on our social media handles. That's on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, and we'll be more than happy to show more properties. Now, this has been amazing. Till next time, I've been your host, Peter Ngigi.